People, apologies for that, man. It cut out. Obviously, the reason it cut out is because I bought a new camera because I broke my other one. This one only allows me to record for 23 minutes, which is quite jarring, and it doesn't give you any sort of warning. But like I was saying, yeah, before it cut out, I'll go over the statistics again. But what's concerning for me is, one, I don't see what Emery is trying to do with the team. Let's look at Man United, yeah. A lot of people call Jose negative, defensive, and this and that. I wouldn't actually have a problem with Emery being a negative coach, people. I would not. I don't agree with it, but I wouldn't for this example. But I can't see anything from him to suggest he's a negative coach, he's an attacking coach, he's what? It's like we show half a dozen of one, six of the other, and we're not there. And when you try to do that, your team becomes a reflection of you, and there's no way around it. The team is a reflection of Emery, lacking right now, imbalanced, lacking ideas, frail defensively, lacking an identity. These are the things right now that could be attached to Emery's time as an Arsenal manager right now. And it's concerning. You lot know the statistics. People were very much happy when Emery came in to bang on about his statistics at the start of the season and how good we are and things like that. We are conceding record shots on our goal. We are shooting at record lows, people. So we're conceding more shots, but we're shooting less. You can see how that's a bit of a negative correlation. We've only made 72 interceptions this year, people. I mean, this season so far, which is less than anyone in the league. I thought we was being pragmatic, high intensity, high pressing. Where is all of that? How have you got that then? Something's gone wrong. Since the start of last season, we've been booked for diving, shown more cards than any other opposition as well. Our last 7 defeats away, in our last 7, in the Premier League away from home, we've lost 4 of the last 7 against newly promoted sides. Now, why is that? Are they seeing that we're an easy touch? Sheffield United must have said, oh, we're unlucky against Liverpool. They're potential league winners. We fancy it against Arsenal. We know they're not on it. And they will prove right if they were saying that. If they were. I hope they weren't, because I think it's unprofessional to your fellow professionals. But I would be saying that if I'm in the Sheffield United squad, I'm saying, pardon my language, people, fuck these players. Fuck these Arsenal players. Fuck Emery. Fuck Guendouzi. Fuck all of this. Forget all of these guys are getting nominated for Ballon d'Or and all of these things. Football is won on the field. If we get at them, if we remain rigid in things, we're gonna win. And lo and behold, people, we know against Arsenal, if you make it tough to defend against us, if you're galvanised, if your fans are at it, if you exploit set pieces, you have half a chance, people. Not only that, on top of the concerning statistics from both ends, we've conceded 22 goals in the Premier League from set pieces since the start of last season. I actually personally thought we improved offensively and defensively at a point from such. But only Everton and Watford with 24 and 25, well, Watford have 25 respectively. You see where we are. And Everton are not having the best of seasons. And Watford have been poor this season and sit 20th, forgive me if I'm wrong, last time I looked at the league table. So what does that tell you, people? What does that tell you? If you look at the shots away from our shots, people, our shots by game, we had 26 at home to Spurs, 21 against Villa, 15 against Burnley, which is poor, but the away form ain't got a problem. 12 against Bournemouth. Away from home, 10 against United. Alright, cool, that's cool. 9 against Liverpool, 9 against Sheffield United, 8 against Newcastle, 7 against Watford. Some of this has to lie with the manager, because last season people were saying, oh, we're not shooting much. There was times we'd have 2 shots in the game, but we'd score 2 goals. Oh, we won. Why are you complaining? Because the devil is in the details. This is the thing about Arsenal fans. We lack balance, and when it's all going well, fans just want to be quiet about everything. When we beat Bournemouth, we were poor. People are like, oh, well, third, why are you complaining? Why are you moaning? It's not complaining. It's looking with our eyes and seeing things are concerned. Because the day, do you know the day I clocked things weren't looking a bit rosy for us? It was when we beat Cardiff, when we came from behind last season, and I thought, we're making it hard work of this sort of game. And after that, the thought process was there. So we're shooting less, people, and it's quite sad. If you look at, obviously as well, in first half of games, Arsenal ranked 10th in the Premier League in the first half of games since Emery arrived. That's behind Crystal Palace, Everton, West Ham and Newcastle. You see what I'm saying, people? They have a better record. We obviously have a better record after the break and enjoyed a promising period at the start of the second half, obviously against Sheffield United. But changing the game is not something Emery is likely to receive much credit for anymore, which is true, people. This was taken from The Athletic, which I signed up for to bring you guys content or see what articles they have for you guys. Like I said, people, our away form in the last 2 and a bit seasons. The 2017-18 season, we started it with 2 losses, followed by a draw, another loss, a win, a loss, a win, 2 draws, a win, a draw. And then I think that's, I can't even see, I think that's 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, 5 loss, 6 loss, 7 losses, and then a win to end it in the 17-18 season. I really should have printed this further. I mean, bigger. 18-19 season, we obviously lost. I believe we were away to Chelsea. We had 3 wins in a row, followed by a draw, then a win, then a draw, then a loss, then a draw, then 3 losses, then a win, then a draw, then an L, then a W, then 2 L's, then a W. And this season, win against Newcastle, which was at the start of the season, but we ain't been convincing. We won that. We lost, obviously, our second game. And we've drawn 2 and lost away from home. So this is what I'm saying. This is not the form of people that want to get top 4. The good thing is, perspective. It's October. We are 5th. If the players and the manager, everyone starts feeling sorry for themselves, pulls their pants up, and we go again, then something different can happen, people. Did you get it? But right now, it's not looking rosy, people. Right now, it's looking a bit mad. I'm not even going to lie to you lot. It's looking crazy, people. And I'm even seeing fans on Twitter crying for Arsene Wenger to come back. I mean, don't be silly, people. Like, don't be silly. Wenger is, you lot know, happy belated birthday, Granddad Wenger. I love the guy. I'm a Wenger baby. Emery's the second manager I've ever seen in my lifetime as Arsenal manager. But don't be silly. Wenger needed to go. Emery's not looking like the man right now. I support Emery. I believe in Emery. But I have to be honest. You can support someone and critique them. That's what I'm trying to do. I want Emery to turn it around. I don't want him to get sacked tomorrow. If anything, I hope he gets top 4 in the Europa League and can stay next season. Or if Raul or someone deems that he's not the man long term, he's moved on and he goes out on a high and leaves with credibility. Sacking him right now, which some fans have said, isn't going to solve anything. It's not. What is it going to solve? Because we're going to be disillusioned. Don't get me wrong, Lundberg will do his job, but Lundberg will probably be giving it to the end of the season. So with that being said, it wouldn't be fair to have any expectations on Lundberg. It would probably be a write-off of a season. To which, are we going to write off another great opportunity to get top 4 already? Does it make sense? The good thing is, if players stop feeling sorry for themselves, we can get somewhere. I saw things like we would have never have been outplayed by Sheffield United in the first half under Arsene Wenger. A lot of that's true. Wenger's a baller, but in his last season, that's not entirely true. People are saying be careful what you wish for and all of these things, and I'm seeing the same people that were Unai Emery defensively harping and changing, and I feel this is why he shouldn't cap. A lot of people were capping. A lot of people, and we know we needed a new manager, but a lot of people failed to recognise because they were so hungry for a new manager, they're putting up with nonsense that they're seeing with Emery. I'm not saying Emery is nonsense. I'm saying putting up with some of the things he's doing and looking for dead excuses. It's capping. Like you saw this, how many people do you see bringing on all them positive Emery statistics from the start of the last season? Just pure capping, and everything you cap for comes to light, people. We're actually yet to come from behind in a game away from home and win it since 2017, which was against Everton. And I do believe we came back a 3-3 or 4-4 or something against Bournemouth. We ain't seen none of that under Emery. Nothing to say about him. And apparently people are saying the football's getting worse. We're playing worse football under Emery than Wenger. That's partially true. Wenger had intent to go forward. But in that last season under Wenger, can you say that's the case? No. What I will say is that Emery's been here enough now. And Emery, whether it's inspiring these players, whether it's tactically, whether it's recruitment, something is not clicking, people. Something is not clicking. Something was not clicking. Emery gives me more confidence in big games than Arsene Wenger in his final few years ever could, let's be honest. But Wenger had more bravery to his principles. Obviously, Emery has strong principles and he's obviously an intelligent coach. He would not get to this position if he was. But what are his footballing principles? I believe in football within a framework. I believe you have a philosophy and then there's a freedom. I'm seeing bits and pieces of a willingness to be defensively, be a counter-attacking team, be a team that attacks from the off occasionally, 3 at the back, 4 at the back, all of these different things, and none of that's wrong, but you need one set way of playing, and then you tailor things and stuff. Freedom within a framework. You've got one set way of how you think, and then you can branch off and things like a tree. It just seems like we're trying to do everything and be everything, so we're ultimately nothing right now, and that's That's the truth, people, man. That's the truth, man. And that's what hurts people. In case I messed up the stats as well, let's go again. We've conceded 22 goals from set pieces. We've lost 4 of the last 7 away from home against newly promoted sides. We've been shown more yellow cards, or cards in general, better yet, which is 7 for diving than any Premier League team. Games in the first half, we rank 10th. Without Aubameyang's goals, we'd be 17th, 18th. People, as you already know, we've already spoken about our away form. There's really not much more to bang on and clanger on about, people, really and truly. So on that note, I'm going to keep it moving. In fact, you know what? I'm so sure I had Everest comments, people. Do you know what? I'll leave it for another vid. People, Deluded. Thank you for watching and rocking. I'm out, though.